So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to look at Flex Grow. So what I did is I created a container div. Inside of the container, I created three other divs, boxes, each having a different color, 1, 2, 3, red, green, blue, right? They have little numbers inside of them. Create some preliminary CSS. First things first, I made sure that the container was display flex, add a little border to show the actual flex container, which spans the entire width. Inside all of these was actually creating this space. We created a box, have a height of 200, a min height of 200 pixels. We have a color of white, the white text, right? And then font size of 4EM, right? Okay, so that's that. Then I added just red, green, blues because I have, notice here I have attributes red, green, blue. One's red, one's green, one's blue, right? RGB. Okay, so we have that. Now what's Flex Grow? Now let's say, for example, you want to do a column layout, something like having side panels, a main area. Maybe you have two side panels, right? So you have three here. So let's just say we wanted to have this be one side panel, this be one side panel, this be the other. So the way we would do that, I guess first off we want to do is we want to actually fill up the space, right? We don't want everything to be like squished over here to the left. And the way you would do that is just say, it's say flex.grow, right? And we're going to say flex.grow.1, right? And what this is going to do is going to say everything in box, that's a class of box, make the growth rate of it 1, right? Which means all of them are going to be growth rate 1, growth rate 1, growth rate 1, right? So if you want this to change, you essentially need to change the ratio of the growth rate, right? So if this one's 1, then you might want to make this one 2, and this one could be something else, right? Now in terms of the numbers, it's really about it's not so much about the numbers, but more about the ratios, right? So just to make it simple, what we'll do is we're going to say red, we're going to say, we're going to say flex grow, let's use a dash, grow 1, right? And we're just going to copy that. And if you notice that, as soon as I did that, you notice how this 1 took up the entire space, right? Because this has a growth rate of 1. The others essentially have a growth rate of 0, right? So this one is filling up the entire space. However, now if I go into, we'll say blue, and I'm going to also give this a growth rate of 1, you'll see that 1 and 3 are now the same. And if I resize this, you'll see how those always stay the same, right? And as you can imagine, if I go to 3, now all 3 are the same again, right? But what if I change the green one to 2? Now you'll notice that the 2 is larger than 1. It's not necessarily twice as large, but it is larger. And if I wanted to have 3 be the largest, then I can go here and I can make this 3, right? And now if you move this around, you'll see that things are moving, right? Now, okay, let's just say I wanted to have 1 and 3. So if I wanted to go back to the original ask, I want to make 1 and 3 be my columns, my side panels, and then 2 is my main content. So what I'll say is, let's just say 1. We can say that both 1 and 3 are 1, and maybe I'll make this green one 3, and it's going to make it larger, right? But now, which might be fine, like if you want those to shrink as you shrink, that could work, right? Or the other option is just take these off, right? And now this is going to give you your min width, right? Because you have min width 200 pixels for box, right? So now, if I were to resize this, you'll see that it just stays static. It's not moving at all. So that's how you could use FlexGrow. And there's a very similar feature called flex shrink, which we'll talk about in another video.